Morning sickness? I'm sorry, can I get you some crackers or something? Come on, Courtney, want a cracker?
What? No ultimatums this morning?
You mean, do I still want you to tell Joe about you and me being a couple and having 2 kids together?
What, is there some other ultimatum I don't know about?
No, that's the only one. Come clean with Joe or forget about us.
Frank, we know about the truth. Why are you making such a big deal about this?
Oh, gee, let me see here. Maybe because I don't like people thinking I'm stalking you.
Okay. You know what? I will take out an ad in the paper stating that Frank Scanlon is not now, nor has he ever, stalked Courtney Canellos. Will that make you happy?
You really care if I'm happy?
Yes, I do.
Then prove it and tell Joe the truth.
I can't.
Because you still have feelings for him.
Because I'm not ready.
It's time for you to decide. Who do you want? Me or Joe?
So, what's up? Is he bugging you again?
We were just talking about, nothing important.
Good. Well, it's time for your appointment at the OB. You want me to take you?
Yeah, thank you.
Lucy, now listen, you need to keep Kevin busy. I don't want him to tip off Eve about what we're doing.
This sure is rotten all around, isn't it?
Yeah, but we need to know if Eve is helping Bordizzo.
Well, we'll know that soon enough. Hey, listen, you take care of yourself, okay?
You too, okay? Bye.
Good morning, Scott. You're the one who told me about breaking in the bedroom window so Bordizzo's watchdog wouldn't catch me.
You got the virus.
Aha. Voila. No, hold it by the edges. Yeah.
Well, Victor, this looks like the original.
Yes, except the minute Bordizzo puts that into his system, all data on the Cobra project will be corrupted. What we in the trade call a meltdown.
Beautiful.
Now all we have to do is get the phony letters to Eve.
And hope that Eve feeds it to Bordizzo.
You know, I really do wish you'd go back to bed.
No.
You must be exhausted,
No,
Lucy.
really, I'm fine. I just have a little frog in my throat from staying up all the time, but moms get that anyway. And besides, Doc, I really want to do this for you. It's kind of a peace offering, my attempt here, because I know you were really annoyed with me for going after Eve like that.
She's a lot more vulnerable than you know.
We all are. So that's why you need to sit down and we'll break bread.
Break bread?
Yeah.
Break bread. Well, I see you remember I like it crunchy.
It's a little overdone, huh?
It's perfect.
Thanks. Sit down. Go ahead. Have a seat and,
Okay.
You know, try the juice. I know I couldn't damage the juice and the fruit. I didn't damage that. Good. Well, now, so, Doc, tell me, what's on your schedule today?
Well, I thought I would get Eve alone and convince her to tell me what's going on.
Really? Well, are you sure that's a good idea? I know that Eve did say she needed some space.
Well, she does, from you and Scott, but not from me.
What makes you think today she's gonna actually tell you something?
Because I won't give up until she does.
You know what? You didn't really even eat half your breakfast. Come on, half.
I really got to get going. Let's just consider the peace offering accepted. Uh-oh. I think I left my keys on the other end of the house.
You know, Doc. Woo!
nothing like a big power walk. Start off the day.
Oh, Aunt Charlene, thank goodness you're here. I really, really, really desperately need your help.
Oh, I know that look. What'd you stick your big toe in this time?
Listen, I don't really have much time to explain. Just everything is riding on Kevin not leaving. You see, the Cobra Project will go kaplooey if Eve gets with Kevin today, so help me.
Well, how can I help?
Okay.
Doc, you can't leave.
Lucy, I told you I need to go see Eve.
Well, I know you said that. I need you to answer some questions.
One question.
Okay, tell me, the internet. What is the difference between the internet and intranets?
This you want to know now?
Yes, it's imperative because we really want to look something up that's very important.
I'm sorry, a subject like that would have to be answered another time. Goodbye.
Well, Doc...
Good morning, Charlene. How are you? Oh, my gosh!
A big part of me is hoping that Eve doesn't go for the spade.
I don't like setting up friends.
I've seen this happen so often. People have vulnerabilities. Bordiso's an expert at exploiting those vulnerabilities.
Well, whatever. We have to take advantage of what he's done.
Even if it means that having Eve deliver these phony letters to Bordiso could put her in great danger.
I got goons. They'll look after her. Now tell me about this virus.
It will search out email addresses in the Cobra mainframe, and then the virus will be sent to all the addresses. It will take about 10 seconds. By the time Bordiso discovers what's happened, it'll be too late.
And you don't think that Bordiso's programmers will be able to see through this?
Are you questioning whether they're better than I am?
Of course not, Victor. I think you're the best.
When I think about what Monk is going to say when he hears about this.
I don't like keeping him in the dark. However, he seems to be sticking with Eve.
Because he loves her.
Well, all the more reason not to get him involved.
How are you going to get Eve to go for this?
Well, I'm going to do what she's been doing. Lie.
This is Dr. Lambert.
It's, Scott. I need to talk to you.
My break's coming up. I'll be right there.
See you then. Bye. We're all set.
Oh, I'm sorry. Frank.
Nice to see you too, Karen.
Why is it every time I turn around, you're always there?
Last time I checked, this was a public place.
Yeah, where I happen to work. You're not going to tell me it's a coincidence.
Get over yourself, Karen. I have. Maybe for about a half a second, I thought that we might have something, but I lost interest a long time ago.
Oh, guess it's safe to open my curtains again.
You know, we've all made some mistakes.
Yeah, well, the rest of us have owned up to them. A concept you don't seem to be familiar with.
Joe!
Watch yourself. Watch your step. Okay, over here.
I know that I want.
Over here. Right here.
If you think Joe's only interest in Courtney is the baby she's carrying, you're kidding yourself.
You need some new material, Frank.
Really? Looks like the old is working just fine.
You're not going to get to me this time, Frank.
I'm just calling him as I see him.
Well, yeah, that seems to be the problem, the way you see things.
Joe's been protective of Courtney since day one, and nothing's changed. You saw the way that he jumped to her defense when John Canellis came to town.
He was concerned about Neil.
He was ready to knock Canellis' head through the wall before he even knew that he was Neil's father.
You haven't changed. You're still a destructive liar.
We both know that Courtney has a thing for Joe. And why do you suppose she's hung on this long? Because he drops just enough crumbs along the way to keep her dangling.
I know you've really lost it.
Oh, yeah? You know what the biggest crumb of all is? The baby. It's Joe's idea, right?
Get some help, Frank. Psych ward is on 8.
Dr. Rodriguez, 2715.
Oh, man.
I don't get it. You know, you'd think OBs could schedule their deliveries when they don't have appointments.
How rude of newborns not to phone ahead and tell the doctors when they're coming.
Yeah, I agree. The nurse said it shouldn't be much longer.
Okay.
I'll wait with you.
Thank you.
Sure.
So, first appointment. Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
You want to come in with me?
Oh, I don't know if that's such a good idea, you know. We're not exactly the typical expectant parents.
Yeah, you're right. This is not what I expected my next pregnancy to be. I imagined sharing everything with my baby's father.
You know, I know having this baby, I know it's not easy for you.
Hey, I'm not complaining. I guess I just wish that I could share this amazing experience with somebody special.
You know, I will do everything I can to make this pregnancy go well. I promise you that.
Mm-hmm.
And one day, eventually, you'll find that special person, and you'll want to spend the rest of your life with it.
That sounds like a dream.
Well, it doesn't have to.
You're right, but it's only going to happen when I tell you something that you need to know about Frank.
Courtney?
What?
Dr. Newman will see you now.
Hey. I'm here, okay? I'm not going anywhere. I'll be right here.
Okay, good. Because what I have to tell you, it can't wait any longer.
Is there any history of illness in the family? Heart disease, high blood pressure?
No, not that I know of.
Well, then it's odd that she passed out for no reason.
Maybe she overdid it on her little power walk.
She's used to the power walks, and she's in seemingly perfect health. You know what I think we should do? I think we have to call an ambulance.
No! I mean, just for a little teeny fainty spell.
It's best not to take any chances, Lucy.
Well, no, look. Oh, Aunt Charlene's coming around. She's waking up. Oh, Aunt Charlene, are you okay?
Well, a little lightheaded, but I think I am.
Oh, thank heaven.
I must have overdone it on my power walk.
See? I told you. That's what happened.
Feeling well enough to sit up?
Oh, I think so.
No. No, Aunt Charlene, you're not. You need your rest. You need lots of rest. And, Doc, it was a good thing you're here. You know, maybe it's a good thing if you stay here in case it happens again.
Oh, yes, it would give me great peace of mind knowing that you're around.
Why don't you both give me some peace of mind and tell me why you're trying so hard to keep me here?
What's up?
Well, Eve, listen, I wanted to apologize to you for the way I questioned you about looking for the letters.
Oh, it's okay. We're all a little jumpy.
I know you would never intentionally put my family in jeopardy.
You're right. I wouldn't. But thanks for the apology. Means a lot to me. So, any progress with the letters?
Victor hasn't come up with anything concrete yet.
It's just like Victor, you know. He's the one that actually wrote the letters, but he's not even sure what's in them.
Well, he was sick when he wrote those letters.
Do you think he'll be able to decipher them?
Absolutely. Victor's a very smart guy.
Victor told me that they were here, the letters.
Yes. Sit down.
Okay. That's good. The letters are here because I think they're much more secure here than they would have been at Victor and Mary's house.
True.
Are they, upstairs in the wall safe?
I thought hiding them in plain sight was a better idea, so I mixed them in with Serena's sailfish drawings.
Oh, good. Good. You know, you're really good at this spy stuff.
I watch a lot of television. You're not too bad yourself.
Yeah, maybe. But I can't wait until this whole thing is over and I can stop lying to everybody about the breakup.
Listen, Eve, if this is too much for you, then just say the word and you're out.
I can't go back now.
Right.
Thanks.
We have to do what we have to do.
My break time is over. I gotta get back. So, what does the rest of your day look like?
I might get a haircut. I want to get some new shoes. I don't know. Pick up Serena. Be gone. day.
Good luck with everything.
Thanks.
Joe.
James?
Hey,
Hi. Dr. Newman said everything's perfectly normal.
great.
Mm-hmm.
You don't seem thrilled.
Oh, well, there's about 10,000 worries spinning around in my head right now. Will the baby be a match for Neil? Will I carry it to term? Will he or she be healthy? I mean, there's about a million different things to worry about.
Hey, so far, everything says healthy baby. Okay? Now, remember the deal. Keep positive.
Hey, I'm trying.
Good, I know you are. Hey, you said you had something you wanted to talk to me about earlier. About Frank?
Yeah, come here. A lot has changed between Frank and me.
I know where you're heading. I'm sure him hanging around you all the time is making you uncomfortable, I know.
No, Joe, I don't want to make any more trouble for you and your brother.
It's old news. You told me weeks ago he was hitting on you. I know.
I know,
I didn't
but-
do enough to stop it. It's just that sometimes I look at him and I see my big brother, you know, who protected me and flew to Europe when I needed him and then bring me back when my heart was broken and my dreams were shattered. My ego was...
He was good to you.
I'd probably still be a roadie in some silly band if it wasn't for Frank. But right now, I don't know who he is. He's destructive. He disappears for days at a time. It becomes more and more obvious to me that he's involved in something illegal, and it's not someone I want hanging around my kids.
He has always been so great with Neil.
Great with Neil? What, expensive gifts and bragging and boasting? That's great?
He's trying.
Yeah, no, I have to put a stop to him, Courtney. Don't you understand that? I may not be able to be there for you in this pregnancy, okay, for everything, but I can remove some of the stress out of your life. I promise you that.
Joe, listen to me. You really don't need to do this.
No, I do need
You
to do
don't-
this. I'm handing him his walking papers, and I'm telling him to move out. And you don't have to worry anymore about him, okay?
I am so sorry Charlene behaved like that. You know, I didn't know she was lacking for that male appreciation thing. You know, she's just lonely. I'm making a middle note. Look, find Charlene a man.
It's funny, I don't think Aunt Charlene came up with this all on her own. You've been acting weird all morning, Lucy.
Oh, it's got to be sleep deprivation.
All right, I don't have time for this, Lucy. I'm going to find Eve.
No, Doc, wait, I can't let you go.
Why?
Because...
No, don't answer that quickly. If you do, that means you're lying again. Now, I want the truth.
Okay, I don't ever want to lie to you again. This just may take a little time, so let's sit down.
No, Lucy, this is about Eve. Now, you've been acting strange ever since I said I wanted to find her. Now, why don't you want me to see her?
Because Scott is setting her up to find out if she's working with David Bordiso.
Setting her up how?
He planted some fake letters, these phony letters that contain a virus that will completely destroy the Cobra project, and he's sure that Eve will steal those letters and turn them over to DV.
Mrs. Ramsey, what do you want now?
Hey, Grumpy. It's your wife. Why the mood? I'm the one being arraigned today.
Sorry. I wanted to get up to Ferncliff to see you off, but I've been swamped with paperwork for over an hour now. I don't think I'm going to make it.
So the condemned woman walks alone. Just try and show up at the prison to blow me a kiss before they pull the switch.
Hey, what's going on? Huh? I mean, this is the arraignment. This is what we've been working for. It's a good thing.
I guess it started to really sink in this morning how serious the charges are that I'm facing. Do you know what happens to people who get convicted of first-degree murder?
You're not going to go to jail for a crime you didn't commit.
And what if I wind up on death row? They don't get to do arts and crafts there, Chris.
Julie? Julie, come on now. I want you to focus. All right? I mean, remember why we're doing this. To get you home. To be with Christina and me.
I remember. Listen, I gotta go. Someone else needs to use the phone.
All right, well, just keep your chin up. I'll see you at the courthouse, okay? I promise.
So she really did it.
Yes. My surveillance cameras caught the whole thing.
So there's no possible doubt that Eve is working for Bordiso?
No. It's a good thing we planted that virus in there.
Once the virus enters the Cobra computer system, Bordiso can kiss his psychic projections goodbye.
Yeah, but do you think his goons might check it out first?
I hid it in one of the random cycling series. There's no possible way he can find it until it's too late.
I just wish I was going to be there to see his face when his whole project goes down the river.
What the hell were you thinking?
I'm opening the doors. But...
Oh, shut up. Victor, I had a feeling that you were in on this, too.
You know.
Yes, he knows.
How much?
Everything.
I know all about your lousy setup, how you've got Eve out doing your dirty work. And she doesn't even know about it.
Wait, I had to tell him. He caught Aunt Charlene and I trying to stall him so he wouldn't go see Eve. He looked me right in the face and asked me point blank. I couldn't lie to him.
Of course you couldn't.
Yeah, well, it's too bad that neither one of you had the guts to tell me yourself.
Oh, would you have listened?
Mark, you were so certain that Eve couldn't possibly be working for Bordiso.
And you believe that she would?
Oh, come on, Monk. Given the right circumstances, almost anyone is capable of going over to the other side.
Not Eve.
Doc, we really believe that TV is blackmailing Eve and holding her son as some kind of barter leverage.
That's right. Give me the letters. I'll give you information about your son, that kind of a thing.
If Bordiso had told her that, she would have come to me. She would have told me.
No, not if she thought that coming to you would jeopardize her chances of finding out about her son.
You're all off base about this. Eve isn't some kind of a Mata Hari.
Kevin, an hour ago in my house, she was here, stealing the letters.
On. Why'd we stop? Hey, I'd like to make a good first impression on the judge, so if you don't mind, let's drive. Hey, where are you going?
Surprise!
What are you... I can't...
Hey, I couldn't make it out to Ferncliff, so I convinced one of the guards to let me ride along to the courthouse with you.
How? You bribed him, didn't you?
Well, being tapped into all that patent money has its perks.
You are crazier than your wife.
Well, I always told you we'd be going places together. And this will be our first trip as husband and wife.
Oh, don't even think that gets you out of our island honeymoon.
Like I would try to bail out on a trip to paradise with the world's most beautiful woman.
When did you plan this little stunt?
Oh, I've been buddying up to the Ferncliff guards for a while now, in case I needed a favor. This morning I did, so I called it in. You sound a little shaky on the phone. I thought if I rode along with you, might cheer you up.
Well, facing arraignment today has me a bit overwhelmed.
Oh, come on. This will be a snap compared to the competency review, which you sailed right through.
I'm more worried about the trial that follows.
Well, I mean, you've been acquitted of 4 of the murders. What's one more?
Chris, you make it sound like a cakewalk, and I doubt the DA's office is even going to see it that way.
Yes, but you're forgetting one thing. You're innocent.
I know.
Say it with a little more conviction, please.
I didn't kill anybody. I am innocent.
I believe you.
And what if the jury doesn't convince as easily as you?
All right, I've had it with this negative attitude. What you need is a quick pick-me-up.
Well, I don't do martinis, so...
Well, I had something else in mind anyway. Driver. Let's get a move on.
Yeah, Lee, I know it's Julie's arraignment, but I can't make it. No, I don't think you should go either. Yeah, I think just help her with Serena with her homework, and I'll talk to you later, all right? Goodbye.
But what you don't understand is I really don't much care what you think Eve has done. What I want to know about is what the three of you have done. And how you could justify stabbing someone in the back.
Let me try to explain.
Please explain that to me, Victor. How do you explain setting a trap for a friend?
We tried to get Eve to fess up. She didn't.
We thought that if she was going to give the letters to Bordiso anyway, we might as well use the situation to our advantage.
No matter what the consequences might be to her?
No, Doc, listen, Scott was not about to let Eve get hurt in any way.
Kevin, it was our only way to get into Bordiso's operations, you know? I wasn't gonna let that opportunity fly by.
Oh, wait a minute. Does this mean we get to hear another one of your patented caveman, I've got to protect my family speeches? Because you can spare me. Life isn't black and white. And by the way, hasn't Eve put her life on the line for you? Well, this is some kind of a payback, isn't it?
Just wait, Doc, please. You have to understand how difficult this was for all of us.
I'm not so sure about that, Lucy. I'm not sure that you don't love this. You've always had it in for Eve. Now you think you finally have something on her. Well, it must be some sweet victory for you.
It's not true at all. I hate this. I hate it because it's hurting you. I've watched this woman betray your trust.
Eve has not betrayed my trust. Believe me, I know what it feels like when someone does.
Oh, that is so low.
All right, look, it's enough.
Is it? You think it's enough? No, I don't think it is. Lucy, you kept me from seeing Eve when I told you I was going to her to confront her directly in my own way. Only to find out that you've been lying about this situation for God knows how long.
Do you really actually think I wanted to do this?
You never want to, Lucy, but somehow it always gets done.
All right, look, Kevin,
No,
you have to calm
Scott,
down a
it's
little
okay.
bit here.
You know what? You know me better than that. You know me. I am not that kind of person. I've become a better person than that. This is getting absolutely nowhere, and I am late. I have to take Christina to her appointment. You listen to me, Kevin Collins. I would never, ever take the chance of hurting you if this wasn't a life and death situation.
Monk,
Kevin, we talked to you about this, and you didn't want to believe it.
I still don't believe it, Scott. Eve has not done what you say she has. That's impossible.
If you don't want to believe us, then how about I show you?
I know I don't get out much, but you can't fool me. This isn't the Port Charles courthouse.
Well, you know something? I think you're right.
Would you care to tell me why we're at General Hospital?
Well, I noticed you were kind of burning up. Must be that love fever that's going around. All right, fine. Not my funniest effort. But I brought you here to cheer you up.
Coming back to the place where 2 of the 5 murders happened is not my idea of a joyride.
Yeah, well, just wait and see.
Well, if we don't get to the courthouse soon, there's going to be a SWAT team coming after me with attack dogs.
Julie, relax. You got a few more minutes? Aha. If you look out the window, Mrs. Ramsey, I think you'll see something pretty amazing.
Oh, my baby.
Yeah, that's the reason for this little detour. I hope you don't mind spending a few more minutes now.
No, not at all. Oh, Chris, thank you.
Christina. Look, Chris, she's so big. Yeah, and she's smiling.
Yeah. And she's beautiful, just like her mother.
Oh, that's my precious little girl. Yes, you know your mommy's here. Yeah, wave to me. Oh, Christina. Mommy loves you so much. Wait, please. Don't go in, Lucy. Don't go in. Christina, no. Stay here. No.
Do you know where Eve is now?
Scott's having her fallen.
Why?
To keep her safe. And to be told when she goes to see Bordiso.
This is unreal. First, Davy is trailing us everywhere, and now we're following each other.
You blame me for being part of this, don't
Look,
you?
I understand how Scott and Lucy's paranoia can get the better of them. I don't understand how you can be drawn into this.
Monk, even after I agreed to help Scott, I never believed that Eve would steal those letters. Actually, I thought that all these suspicions could be put to rest.
But yet you were willing to test her loyalty. This is Eve. She flew to Italy. She was kidnapped, tortured, all in an effort to protect you. Where's your loyalty?
My loyalty is and always has been with my family. And especially with you. I think you know that.
Then how could you do this?
Kevin, I wish I didn't have to show you this.
Forget the speech. Just show me what you have.
I left the firehouse open so that he could get in. She shut off the surveillance cameras, but I put another one on a different circuit. Okay, and this is what we got.
Julie, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. I wanted to cheer you up. I thought seeing Christina would do that and would focus you for the arraignment. I hadn't considered how hard it would be for you to watch Christina leave.
No. Chris, it's okay. I really am glad you brought me here.
You sure?
Are you kidding? Seeing my little girl, you have given me the most amazing gift. Oh, and she's so big.
Yeah.
Did you see her cute little nose? And her fingers, they're getting so long and delicate.
She could be a piano player. Or a surgeon like her mommy.
She was 5 months old yesterday.
I know this.
Must be rolling over by now and starting to do the scoot thing.
Yeah, where she tries to crawl forward.
Yeah, and half the time she goes backward. Kind of like her mom.
Hey, Mom's moving forward, too. Now, Lucy may see her first scoot, but by the time Christina's ready to walk, she'll be with us.
Thank you.
Remind me to surprise you more often.
Anytime. Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we hit Lucy with the van, grab Christina, and make a run for the border?
I don't think I have enough money to bribe the guard to do that.
Oh, then I guess I'll have to win my freedom the old-fashioned way. Acquittal by a jury of my peers.
What? What's with the long face? Come on, cheer up.
I just remembered the strangest dream I had the other night. The general homicide victims were in it. It really creeped me out.
Considering where I live, that's pretty unusual.
Well, you want to tell me about it?
I was playing cards with the victims. But they cheated to win, and they said that it proved that I was the killer. It made me so mad.
Is that all?
No, and then I thought I woke up. But I was actually still in the dream. I was in the Scanlon basement before the murder started. And I thought general homicide was just something I'd imagined. And then the dead people started haunting me again. And they put me on trial and sentenced me to death.
Oh, well, that sounds like one of the nightmares I've had after eating a double meatball sandwich at Mario's.
You think the dream is silly?
Well, unlike Lucy Coe, I don't think dreams necessarily mean anything.
Because in this one, Greg Cooper killed you.
Well, there's all the reason to ignore it. I mean, Cooper wouldn't dare come after me.
You want to know one good thing I realized?
Dead people cheat at cards?
No, silly. It ripped me apart when you died. Made me see how important you've become to me.
Good. Because you're stuck with me.
Who'd have thought two people who got together for such unromantic reasons could wind up in something pretty wonderful?
Well, if this is how you feel after these dreams, I hope Cooper offs me every night. You know something, we should probably get going. I had the guard call ahead and say he was changing a flat, but we don't want to be late. You ready to face the music?
With you here, after seeing Christina, I think I'm ready to take on the whole band. Thank you.
My pleasure, partner.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Don't try to comfort me, Victor. It might make you feel better, but it does nothing for me.
Kevin, don't take it out on Victor. It was my idea to show you the tape.
You must be dying to say I told you so.
There's nothing to gloat about here.
First thing we agree on today.
I hope you know that you can't say anything to Eve about this.
Wait a minute. Do you have any idea what you're asking me to do now?
Yes, I'm asking you not to say anything. We have access to Bordizzo. We cannot let Eve screw it up.
No. Bordizzo has obviously found a way to extort Eve. Yes, it probably has something to do with her son. Now, instead of trying to get her out of a miserable situation, you actually want to tighten the screws on her?
Kevin, time is running out here. If Bordizzo thinks that our little fights are all phony, what do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna go after Lucy. He's gonna go after Serena.
But we don't know that she's in collusion with him. For all we know, she may have a plan of her own. Now, I'd rather try to work together.
Monk, the virus that I wrote offers us the cleanest, quickest way to destroy the Cobra Project.
He's right. If Eve knows this, takes it to Bordizzo, then what?
So you want me to keep my mouth shut?
Yes.
What if I'm not a good team player? What then?
Monk, think about it. This really is our best chance.
So far, we can't seem to agree on what makes our best chance.
Are you in? Are you in? Are you out?
I guess you'll just have to wait and see.
So, you don't have enough on your plate. You had to finish Ramsey's shift so he could go to Julie's arraignment.
Well, it's not like me to come between true love. I don't mind the extra hours.
Yeah, I noticed. I also noticed this overtime started just around the period when Ellen left him.
Well, makes sense. Got more time on my hands.
As chief resident, approving the schedule change was no problem, but, as your friend, I'm worried about you, Matt.
I'm fine, Carrie.
You'll burn yourself out if you keep up this pace.
You know, this conversation sounds vaguely familiar. I know, I had it with Joe just the other day. Please tell me I'm not your subject to pillow talk, all right?
Unfortunately, there hasn't been much pillow talk lately.
Don't you have problems, or?
Not really. Joe's just had a lot on his mind, that's all.
Do you care to elaborate?
Well, you know Courtney's pregnant with Joe's baby, right?
Well, I know that Dr. Newman performed the procedure.
Well, it was a success.
Oh, well, that's great news, right?
Yeah, it's great for Neil. But for Joe and me, I'm not so sure.
Joe is nuts about you. And you feel the same way about him. So just trust that.
I do.
Well, then stop worrying. And start enjoying it, okay? I mean, Joe's never been happier. Now, between you and Tino Martinez, the guy's bouncing off the walls.
The New York Yankees, Tino Martinez?
Yeah, is there any other?
Not according to Joe.
See, he's in Port Charles doing some appearance or something. Joe's been telling me about it for weeks.
That's today?
Yeah, it's this afternoon between 1 and 5. Joe even went and bought this baseball for the guy to autograph. I mean, I have not seen the guy this excited. Hey, what's going on in that brain?
You know what? You are absolutely right. I am not going to waste another second stressing out about Joe and Courtney because my man loves me.
Well, there you go.
And you are going to help me do something for my man.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, excuse me. Did we get our wires crossed? I thought you were supposed to meet me here.
There was a minor change of plans.
You won't believe what Chris did for me. It was incredible. Could you excuse me for just a minute? I'd like a moment alone with my patient before we go in.
Sure.
Thank you. You too.
Big day, huh?
Yes, it is, Julie. So what did Chris do?
He got the guard to let him ride over here in the van with me.
Really?
That's not all. On the way over here, we made a little detour. He took me by GH, and I got a glimpse of Christina. Isn't that amazing?
It's incredible.
It's the first time I have seen my little girl since she was born. And even if it was from inside of a barred van, there she was. So big and beautiful.
Must have been very special for you.
The picture you got for me is really great, but nothing compares to seeing her with my own eyes. Chris really surprised me.
Yeah. Well, he is unpredictable.
Time to go in.
This is it.
See you inside.
Sedate.
I guess she told you what I did for her?
Yes, she did. And what the hell were you thinking, Chris?
Hey, guess what today is?
Oh, me first. I have some really great news and some really terrific plans for us.
Well, I like the sound of that. Go ahead.
Okay, come here.
Okay, over here.
Okay, well, you know that there's been a lot going on in my life lately. The threat of David Bordiso and suddenly becoming chief resident, and then my dad and Lucy faking a breakup.
Well, I know things must be overwhelming to you. You know, if you need anything, you let me know. I'm here.
You know, it's funny you should say that because I've been thinking about this and I've decided I really need to learn how to communicate with you.
Really? I thought we were pretty cool with that.
I've been kind of holding back, Joe, and I'm sure you have too.
No, not really.
I think you're in denial. I bet if we found a really safe space to open up in, that we'd discover what's really going on beneath the surface.
Safe place. What do you mean by a safe place?
Dr. Steve Wolf, he has the secret to a great relationship. He says it's up to the minute communication.
Who's Dr. Steve Wolf?
He wrote the principles of couples communication. The creator of safe space for people in serious relationships.
And you seriously think that this is something we need?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
And it just so happens that there's a safe space just around the corner from here. Isn't that exciting?
It was exciting.
But here I was, all mixed up, and then I opened the paper and read Dr. Wolf is doing a one-day, 4-hour couples communication workshop. I got the last 2 tickets. It was meant to be. Joe, please go with me. We could spend all afternoon communicating.
What, this afternoon?
Uh-huh. From 1 to 5.
No, Karen, see, I can't because I have
Well,
this...
You don't want to do this?
No, I do want to do it. I can't because I've already...
Okay, wait. Let me just say this.
What?
Up-to-the-minute communication is a technique I really think we could benefit from. With you and Courtney having another child, any help we could get, I think we should go for it, Joe.
If you really want to do this workshop, I'm yours.
Thank you. Oh.
Hey, is there anything else I need to know about this thing?
Just meet me here at 12:30 and dress nice.
Nice. What do you,
Oh,
what do you mean by
and
that?
bring a pillow.
For what?
To beat up on. Dr. Wolf is going to take us through a series of exercises where you get to take your pent-up aggression and take it out on your pillow. So we don't do it on each other. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, think about it. You, me, and 4 hours of pure, honest, uncensored communication. Can you think of a better way to spend your afternoon?
No. Bye, sweetie.
I was thinking of making my wife happy, and it worked.
Oh, how sweet. It's too bad you didn't decide to fill me in on your little adventure.
Well, it was a spur-of-the-moment kind of thing.
Hey, Chris, this isn't a game. We've been orchestrating a very detailed agenda to free Julie, and this kind of careless spontaneity can only jeopardize what we've been working for.
Would you relax? You're blowing this way out of proportion.
You don't do anything without running it by me first. Do you understand?
I let my wife see her daughter through a barred window. It gave her incentive to get through today. As far as I can see, that's a victory for our team.
Your little joyride could cause trouble for Julie. What if the guard decides to speak to his superior?
What's he gonna say? Sorry, boss, I let Dr. Ramsey bribe me so he could ride along in the van with his wife. He'd lose his job.
So you're counting on the guard being smart. How smart does that make you?
I covered my tracks with the guard.
You don't make a move without running it by me first.
Julie's my wife. I'll do what I please.
You want to see your wife get out of Ferncliff? You just stick to giving her a shoulder to lean on. Everything else, I'm in charge of.
Well, for somebody who's about to meet their favorite Yankee, you look pretty miserable.
I am. Meeting Tito Martinez is no longer on today's schedule.
Well, what could possibly take precedence?
Don't you know? A Getting in Touch with Your Feelings workshop, Matt.
You lost me.
Well, apparently, Karen got us tickets to some couples communication workshop. A Dr. Fox or Coyote or something like that is planning it.
Steve Wolf? Oh, I mean, I've heard of that guy. He's some guru in the relationship world.
This Dr. Wolf just became Mr. Hyde in my world. I mean, I was kind of, I was looking forward to meeting Tito.
The wonderful world of couplehood. Some things I just don't miss.
Well, you know what? She said I had to bring a pillow. Seriously.
Maybe this workshop is important to Karen.
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize how bad things have been for her lately.
You know, Joe, Karen, she's tough, all right, but she is a human being. And this thing with you and Courtney having a kid, I mean, it seems to be taking a toll on her.
Yeah, this workshop was probably more important for us than I thought, you know?
You guys have such a great thing going. Everybody's got issues, so don't make the same mistakes Ellen and I did.
No. Well, we've been there. I don't want to go down that road again.
See, because baseball stars, they come and go. Karen is a keeper. So if going to this mushy, punch your pillow, get your feelings out kind of workshop is what she needs, I say you're doing the right thing by going.
No question about that. You're right. I mean, I'm not into punching pillows to take my feelings out, you know. But then she comes first. Karen's number one to me.
Well, Joe, you know, that is what separates you from the rest of us jerks. See you later.
The charge contained in the indictment against the defendant, Julie Devlin Ramsey, is 1 count of murder in the 1st degree. Mr. Leopold, how does your client plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor. At this time, we ask that the charge be dismissed.
On what basis?
On the grounds that there is insufficient evidence against my client, Your Honor. There were several sets of fingerprints on the murder weapon, none belonging to Julie Ramsey. My client did confess to the murder. But at the time that this heinous crime was committed, she had been brainwashed into believing that she actually killed Mr. Canellos. Only now, after extensive therapy, has Julie discovered the truth. Julie Devlin Ramsey is innocent, Your Honor. In light of this, we request that bail be granted imminently.
Miss Jensen?
The district attorney urges you to deny the defense's request for dismissal of the indictment against Miss Ramsey, as well as their request for bail.
On what grounds?
As much as the defense would like us to believe, the state has substantial evidence against Mrs. Ramsey in the murder case of John Canellos. We have an eyewitness that puts the defendant at the scene of the crime, blood samples taken from the defendant's clothes belonging to the victim, Mr. Canellos. And finally, the defendant herself made a taped confession admitting that she committed the murder. The district attorney would like this defendant held without bail.
Mr. Leopold, do you have anything further to add?
Yes, Your Honor. Julie Ramsey is a doctor. The victim's blood was found on her clothes because the night of the murder, she attempted to staunch Mr. Canellos' wound in an attempt to save his life. Also, the defense will supply a witness who will provide incontrovertible proof that my client did not murder John Canellos.
Your witness is going to have to offer their proof at Miss Devlin Ramsey's trial. Request for dismissal and bail denied. The court orders the defendant to be maintained under the already standing order of incarceration until the trial. Check with the clerk for the date. Court dismissed.
Good work, Counselor.
I'll check with the clerk, let you know what time the trial starts.
Excuse me, you know, I don't believe we've met formally. I'm Dr. Rachel Locke.
Dara Jensen.
Yes, I know. I just wanted to say that I'm sure once the trial gets underway, you're going to be very impressed with the progress that Julie's made.
Well, the only progress I've seen is Julie's ability to snow a lot of people into believing that she's innocent. Including you. Excuse me.
Hey, this dismissal thing was just a formality. Okay? Don't let it upset you that the judge turned it down.
I should be happy, right? I actually have a trial date.
You're gonna beat this, you know.
Well, just make sure my last meal doesn't come from the GH cafeteria. Hey. Come on, this is a win, no negativity. This trial is a culmination of all our hard work.
Mrs. Ramsey?
My ride's here. You're gonna come back to Ferncliff with me?
I have to get back to the hospital.
Well, then I'll see you. When I see you.
Hey, that will be soon. You're coming home, you know.
I'm going to follow you to Ferncliff. I think we could go over some strategies for the trial. Okay. You have an assignment.
You're just full of orders today, aren't you?
I think it's time Eva Lambert packed her bags.
I already said that I would tell her to leave.
Well, then do it, Chris. Look, we have a court date set. And the press is going to have a field day with this event. Your marriage is going to be scrutinized more than it ever was.
I can handle it.
I sure hope so.
Because the last thing Julie needs are people who are suspicious of her marriage because her devoted husband is living with another woman. Eve moves. Now.
Excuse me.
So, I got my pillow, my nice threads. Let's go communicate. What's with the get-up here, huh? Oh, I know. This is part of Dr. Wolf's exercises. It's like a, role reversal thing.
Nope.
Huh?
But that's not a bad idea. Too bad you won't be able to mention it to Dr. Wolf.
Why not?
Turns out he won't be conducting the seminar after all.
So we're not going?
Oh, no, we will be going, but the workshop will just be led by 2 different instructors.
Oh, okay.
And strangest thing, guess what their names are?
Honey, like I said, I'm not up on these self-help things.
Ricardo and Angelina. Now, why do their names sound so familiar to me?
Our tango instructors are now moonlighting as couples therapists.
Who would have known? You know, I could have tried to work out a dance, speed up your pillow 2-for-1 deal.
I suppose you consider this hysterical, huh?
I consider it payback, babe. And I got you good.
What? No, you did not. I was just leading you on to see how far you would go. That's all.
Uh-huh. Yeah, right. Admitted. I got you squirming in those sexy pants of yours.
You did not.
Oh.
Look, so wait, hang on a second. Now, just to be sure, okay? We are not spending the rest of the day, 4 hours or whatever, hitting each other with pillows, beating up on pillows, trying to get in touch with our feelings or anything, communicating.
Nope. We are spending them waiting in line to get a baseball autographed by Tino Martinez.
Oh, you knew about that.
Matt told me.
Matt told you?
Uh-huh.
Matt knew about this?
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with you guys? How can you torture me like that?
You know, you shouldn't be messing with the queen of practical jokes.
God, you are cruel. You know that?
You know what the best part was?
What, watching me go to the hospital with a pillow?
No.
That's bad.
That was great, but the best part was that you were willing to go just to make me happy.
Now, there's something to be said for that touchy-feely stuff.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Like what?
Like this.
Who needs Dr. Wolf when I could have Dr. Scanlon?
I'll give you all the therapy I can, baby.
Well, meet me back in my place for our first session later.
Okay, I'll be there. Hey, let's hurry up. We'll be first in line to see Tino. Come on. Come on.
I'm just going to follow you back to Ferncliff.
Great.
There's a smile.
Well, like you said, now's not the time for pouting.
Well, it's nice to know you're listening to me.
Actually, it's what Chris did that really hit home. Taking me to see Christina is just what I needed to get through today. Who knew Chris Ramsey would turn out to be my prince at the end of a very long line of frogs?
Yeah, well, seems like this marriage is really working out.
What's your head?
Oh, and don't worry about Dr. Lambert.
Eve? Why would I?
Well, she's still living with Chris, but I told him that he had to move her out.
You did?
Yeah. I don't know why. He seemed to be dragging his feet with this. I spoke to him after the arraignment, and he promised me he'd get her out. Between you and I, Julie, it couldn't happen a minute too soon. Hey, I'll see you at Ferncliff, okay?